From now on, let's just make pizza from scratch. You need 1.25 cups of warm water. You need about a tablespoon of sugar, white sugar, and then you need about 2.25 to 2.5 teaspoons of this delicious yeast, okay? And you can use instant yeast. You're going to mix it up, okay? And you're going to let it hang out for about 5 minutes, 5, 6, 7. In this recipe, I did about 10 minutes because I forgot about it. So 10 minutes, okay? Then you're going to go get your flour. You need about 3.5 cups to 4 cups of flour. Now, I'm going to lean more on the 3.5 side. You need about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You see I poured it on the side. Then you need about a teaspoon or 2 of salt, and then you mix this thing up. Now, here's the trick of the matter. I use a mixer because I'm lazy. But you could also just use just about anything. You're going to stick it in a bowl. I forgot that part. But you're going to stick it in a bowl with olive oil, and you're going to cover it for at least an hour or 2 hours. Now here's the thing. This was a little harder than it should have been because I left the yeast for about 40 minutes. So it was a little bit harder because I had a call and I had to go take the call. Okay, so now you get the whole point. You roll out the dough, you get this oil, you put oil. Now I like to put oil at the bottom of my pan because it makes it crispier, or it just does the dough better. So I'm always going to get some type of a metal pan or a pizza stone, and I'm going to add oil to the bottom, and then I like to crimple the edges so that it forms like a really cool looking crust that's like multi-dimensional in terms of denseness, chewiness, airiness. So I kind of do this to the sides. Now this amount of dough actually made 2 pizzas. It'll always make 2 pizzas. 2 pizzas are about 12 to 14 inches. Now, I was a little impatient, so you saw how that went. Okay, now normally I would make the tomato sauce from scratch, but I, honest to God, was just too doggone busy and I could not do it. So in this, I opened a can. I had added some seasonings. Add whatever you want: salt, black pepper, oregano, whatever you want. But one of my pizzas is cheese, and the other one is a pineapple and ham pizza. Don't even try and judge me. I don't even want to hear it. Don't try to tell me pineapple don't belong on pizza and all that foolishness. I absolutely love pineapple on pizza. And I almost never get to make it because these doggone kids and everybody's, oh, I don't like the pineapple. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to make it, and I'm going to make it for myself. So I made 2 pizzas. Now, I don't know if this is good or bad, but I made 2 pizzas. One of them was cheese, and that's what everybody else likes. And then I made the other pizza that I knew that no one else would like but me. That is correct. You see, as soon as I start cutting pineapples, everybody shows up in the kitchen to go, can I have a piece? Can I have a piece? Can I have a piece? So before I know it, the pineapple, I have to cut the other half because they start messing around and taking all my, whatchamacallit. All right. So, if you had more time, you could make this super pretty, super round. For us and for me, that's not really that important because I'm fast. I've been working all day. And I started making this before I left for the office. So I just want to get this done. And the sauce, as you can see, is coming out of a can. Now, these bougie, organic, expensive cans of whatever. We just add basic seasonings to them. But if I had time, I totally would have put this thing on the stove. Now, you saw how it stuck a little bit to the counter. I actually want that level of stickiness in my dough. I know some people don't like that, but I do. The sauce before that was a chunky type of a tomato sauce because I wanted texture for just the cheese. And this is a smoother crushed tomato. That's oregano, black pepper, salt, garlic powder if you have it. And that's about everything. We like heavy black pepper, so there's a lot of it in it. I'm just going to put this in a bowl. I'm going to mix it around. Oh, yeah, a little bit of salt. We use Himalayan salt, but use whatever you want. And the other part of this is that you can control the ingredients. You can control the ingredients. You can control the flavor. You can control the texture. So we're going to grab some of this sauce. We're going to put it on our pizza, right? And here's one of the reasons why we make pizza at home. It's better for you. It's better for your heart, your mind, your body. There's literally only a handful of ingredients. When was the last time you looked at the back of the box of of frozen pizza? It's gross. There's so many ingredients that your body just doesn't need. So making pizza is kind of a must for us in our home and in our life. Don't even try and judge me on what this around this looks like. I don't want to hear it because my wonderful children have been home all day and they did not get anything clean. But it doesn't change the fact that, we have pizza. Okay, so now I'm going to put this pizza here. Now, I made this one lighter, and let me tell you what else is on these pizza. Cheese sticks, mozzarella sticks. So we make homemade mozzarella sticks all the time. We happen to have a handful left over from before. So we took the mozzarella sticks with the pineapple and the ham and the cheese, and we put it on top. Yeah, I know. Why? Because we can, and because it's texture, and because it's homemade cheese sticks. It's just more mozzarella. And to be honest with you, it was delicious. Now, here's what's important about this from me to you. Use what you have. This ham is actually deli ham. It is not fancy ham. It is deli ham that we had stuck in the freezer before we went to a trip or something. And so I took it out. As you can see, I'm just breaking it with my hands and sticking all over the place here. But seriously, the other reason other than pizza being good for you, we decided in our house to make food interactive. And for me, that meant that I'd make something that forced me to stay in the kitchen, because if not, I'm going to head to my office. That's just the truth of it. So it forces me to stay in the kitchen. I can talk with the kids, my family. They go in and out. Here's my daughter like, oh, Mom, I can help you. I can do this better. I can do this better. I can help. This is oregano we're putting on top of the pizza after it's done. She's like, oh, yeah, I can help you. And then after, she's like, she's trying to tell me she can do it better. And then she says that, but what you can't hear or see is that she drops a bottle of sauce on the floor. That's what happens. She drops a bottle of sauce on the floor. It cracks, it breaks, it goes to the ground. It is what it is. I am giving a tribute to my friend John. I stick this thing in the oven because he hates pineapple on pizza. So I rub it in his face and send it. And while